looking.
You don't need to. Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the 6th Spicy Salsa podcast. I know I just made a video saying that I was gonna put the podcast on hiatus, but then I realized that everybody watches them compared to my other videos, so I thought, well, that's not a good idea. So for now, the podcast is back, and we're gonna try to do it every 2 weeks. And by we, I mean me and Josh, because I'm bringing Josh on the show now. Say hi, Josh.
Hello, everyone. This is your daily dose of Josh.
Okay. So, yeah, for now, the podcast is actually back. I forgot to start the fucking timer. That is my worst.
Timer Schmimer.
It's not a schmimer. It's very important. it's
Don't give me that look.
Anyways, we're gonna start with talking about Kingdom Hearts 3, because I don't know shit about Kingdom Hearts, and this is why Josh is here. Because everybody cares about Kingdom Hearts right now, and I have never played Kingdom Hearts.
What do you want to talk about, Kingdom Hearts?
I want you to... Okay, well, first of all, recently they... well, actually, I'll bring it up on the computer.
Ooh.
But recently they announced Monsters, Inc. and
I've seen.
Toy Story.
I've
Right.
also seen Toy Story.
They announced those worlds for Kingdom Hearts 3, and everybody lost their fucking minds.
Over both of them, or just...
But just in general, any of the new worlds that get announced, they lose their fucking mind. So,
Oh, yeah.
Has
there... I haven't been really keeping up with it. Has there been a Star Wars world confirmed?
No, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's coming.
That would be really weird to see.
Normally I would say that there wouldn't be a Star Wars world, but considering how anticipated this is right now,
Yeah, and how Disney basically owns everything now.
I would not be surprised.
Oh, Princess and the Frog.
I don't know if that's actually confirmed or if that's fake.
That would be ridiculous.
Oh, here, IGN. Every confirmed so far. So we're going to talk about the confirmed ones, and not story or anything, because I don't know anything about that shit, and then which ones we want to see. So let's see here.
Anyways.
Where does it show?
Yep, I don't... That's what I don't like about IGN very much, is you have to, like, click on different links.
Well, usually they kind of...
Why the fuck did it... Sloth. Just saw a picture of Sloth.
Yeah, ew. Chunk, Sloth, Chunk.
Who is that on the right?
I don't know.
This is going to be really confusing for whoever's listening.
And nobody knows what the fuck we're talking about. We're just looking at an IGN article trying to figure out the confirmed worlds. Oh, it's Big Hero 6.
Oh. Okay.
It's the picture of, like, the red. You can just look it up. But it's, like, the picture of the red flying Big Hero 6 guy in the big... I've never seen Big Hero 6. Wait, what is that?
That's Toy Story.
This is?
Yeah, because those are the Green Army dudes.
Oh, that's why they're blocky?
Yeah, they just look like toys.
There's the Monsters, Inc. So Toy Story's confirmed. No, The World Ends With You is not in that.
Well, it was in Dream Drop Distance.
What? The World Ends With You?
Yeah, it was in Dream Drop Distance. That's like one of the starting points of the game.
Oh. I did not know that.
Yeah, because you start out in Traverse Town, and the group gets split up, and you have to play with two different. You have to play as both Sora and Riku, and Sora meets different characters from the world with ends with you, and Riku meets other characters, and they're in parallel versions of the world. It's been a little bit of time since I played it, but yeah.
Okay. Oh, Toy Story, Hercules, and more. Really
Hercules
doesn't...
was already in it though from
the first time. Well, I'm sure some of these were. Whoops! I did not mean to do that. So that's the thing, this is why you're here, because I don't know Kingdom Hearts 3 worlds, but I kind of plan on playing Kingdom Hearts 3, not knowing what the fuck I'm doing, so the gameplay better be good. I'm just saying, the gameplay better be good, because if I'm going into this... You are
going to be so lost.
And if I'm just going to get lost through the story, I'm not going to give a fuck, so... I think that's the problem with Kingdom Hearts, honestly. That's in my opinion, that's a big flaw. We can check this website, but anyways, because we don't necessarily have to know if it's in it yet. I gotta stop shaking my foot. Okay, here we go. Yeah, okay, so right now we've got Toy Story, Big Hero 6, Tangled,
Oh.
Hercules, Twilight Town.
Twilight Town's been in there before.
What is that from?
I don't. It might be from one of the Final Fantasy games.
Old Mansion?
Old Mansion is from 2. Mysterious Tower is from 2 and Dream Drop Distance.
Big Magic Mountain, Pirate Ship.
Pirate Ship
Mad
was already
Tea
in
Party,
there.
2-Shoot Blaster.
Those look like moves.
We've seen. Oh, yeah. But anyways,
I don't know what Big Magic Mountain is.
those are the.
Is that like
We've
the
seen-
actual Disney like land/world like ride attraction, or is it just like some sort of
I'm
mode of
not
transportation in the game?
Sure. But anyways, so I wanted to see what worlds you want to see in the game. I know some that I want to see.
I was
I'm
looking up
assuming-
Disney movies from like the old decades, like decades from when it first started all the way up to the present. And some of them are kind of jokey, some of them are kind of real. Let's hear yours first, Brock. What do you want to see?
Okay, well, first of all, I don't know how Frozen could not be in it. Do they have the princess worlds in Fire Emblem?
They do have
Fire Emblem.
yeah, funny.
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts. They have Little Mermaid. They have Beauty and the Beast. I'm not entirely sure if they have Cinderella. I don't know about Sleeping Beauty. I know they have characters from it, but I don't know if they have the world.
Okay, well they have like the princesses, so that's
Yeah,
not
they have the
something-
princesses because I think
I
they
have
play a
to
big
check
part in the story.
Wait a
like
minute.
because they have like pure hearts.
Is this not recording? Oh, it is. For a minute there, I thought we were like not recording.
I would have been pissed.
How do you think I would have felt?
You would have been happy.
No.
Yes.
Anyways, so it's not that I necessarily want Frozen, but I'm just gonna throw that out there right now. How the fuck could Frozen not be in there? It's like the biggest, not just Disney, but animated movie they've had since the 90s, I swear. Like, what other, I don't know. No, well, not since, I guess. I mean, they put Monsters, Inc. at Disney one, though. I mean, most of them, you know, a lot of them up to the point where Pixar.
One that I think would be pretty interesting to put in here would be Mighty Ducks 2.
What?
The
Is
Mighty
that
Ducks.
on my screen, or are you just throwing that out there? Or what?
No, I'm looking at it on my phone. Like, you know.
Are you being legit, or are you?
Well,
fucking-
like it'd be kind of. Well, I mean, you know, hockey.
What the fuck would you? I don't think anybody's asking for the Mighty Ducks.
Well,
too.
you could turn a hockey blade into like a keychain.
Okay, cars.
Keyblade.
Are they gonna put cars in there?
If we're talking about cars, and they might as well also put like everything else in there, like planes and all the weird.
Fuck those. I don't even like cars.
All the Incredibles would be
I
pretty
think
interesting.
Yeah, if they put the. Well, there's Incredibles 2 coming out. I don't know. That's the good question.
Wreck-It Ralph would be kind of hard to do because that's like that's
Uh,
got a bunch of
don't
other licensed things in there.
I don't think so. If you leave the licensed stuff out, I mean, you just have the world. Like, put them in that candy world that was in Wreck-It Ralph.
Okay, so this would be kind of interesting to see. Like if they were to use like a world based around Goofy's life before he kind of joined, because like I was looking at this and I saw a Goofy movie.
Oh, all that stuff.
Yeah, that'd be kind of interesting.
The Muppets. Have them go to Muppets World. That's Disney.
Have a hand up Sora's ass,
I hope
controlling him the whole time.
if you hear like loud tinging noise, like it's because I accidentally hit my microphone or my mic
Ooh.
stand because my mouse is like right next to it.
Oh, another one that's actually like a legit one for me would be I think it's
Dude, Bugs Life.
Bugs
Bugs Life.
Fuck you.
Bugs
What
Life.
studio made Treasure Planet? It was Disney, right? It wasn't like Pixar.
Yes, it's Disney.
Well then, yeah, that'd be a really cool one to have in there, because there's a lot of really cool stuff that they can do with
How
that
obscure
one.
do they usually get though?
Obscure as in like
In Kingdom Hearts, how obscure? Oh, it's right fucking there.
the story gets fucking convoluted so many times. Like it's really
Yeah, but
hard
like I meant like how obscure do they get in terms of like the
characters
series
they
they
bring.
this yeah.
Ah, God, there's so many characters. It's. I mean, Sword in the Stone's in it. I
That's
don't know,
not super obscure though. I wouldn't call that as obscure as Treasure Planet, to be honest.
because
Tarzan's in it, right?
Tarzan is in
Not
it.
Clayton.
Yeah, because they have a world based around Tarzan.
Not Clayton. And they have pirates, right?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Yes.
Um. So I'm
Inspector Gadget.
so I'm thinking we saw that thing of Princess and the Frog. I'm thinking they're gonna try to incorporate some more princess ones. I don't see how Frozen can't be in this. To be honest, I feel like at this point Frozen deserves its own world, but I don't know. Something tells me that just because it's the princess movies, they won't do that. Um, I can't. So I can't see some kind of Frozen representation since they've done Disney character princesses in the past. They'll probably do the Rapunzel, Tangled. Well, we just saw
Yeah,
that.
they already
That's
have the world in
that's
there.
confirmed. And then I could see Princess and the Frog. The only one I can't see, but the only one I actually want to see is Moana
Moana would be pretty interesting.
because it's a really nice world to explore.
Um,
Oh yeah, to answer your question, that Disney did not do the original Wizard of Oz, I don't think, but they do have the new.
Oz the Great and Powerful.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that'd
So
be really
I could see
weird.
them doing Cars because I don't think Cars was really a big thing when Kingdom Hearts 2 came out.
Finding Nemo. Have
They never did Finding. How would they do that though?
They did it with Little Mermaid. They had an ocean world.
Okay.
So I mean, it's possible. But I mean, if they don't do Finding Nemo, they could also do Finding Dory because that movie does.
It's
have...
like the same. I mean, yeah, I don't know, but
get Eddie Murphy with the Haunted Mansion. No, but yeah, the one that I really would like to see.
I could.
Inside Out would be really interesting because, like,
I was gonna say I could
but
actually
who
see
like
them
the
doing.
question is, if they made a world about that, like, whose mind would they be inside of when they? Because the whole movie takes place inside of someone's mind.
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito's fucking head. Just like they get outside of the command center.
They've done Mulan, right?
Yeah, they've done Mulan.
So, and I know they've done Tarzan.
The Incredibles, superheroes, man.
I could see them doing Incredibles.
Especially since they're coming out with a sequel.
But that's the other thing. I can also see them not doing it because they don't want to, like...
Rush it?
Well, they don't want to, like, relate it to The Incredibles 2 in any sort of way. Or, like, mess with that. You know what I mean? They might just want that movie to come out and be its own separate thing. And not that they'd add to the story, but just so people don't get, like... They're using The Incredibles hype, and I think they really want people to experience all that hype in one day.
Yeah.
And that's the day the movie comes out. So I could see them not doing... Did they do Aladdin?
Yep. Aladdin's in there. Because Jasmine's one of the princesses with the pure hearts.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think that's all I can think of, honestly. The ones I want to see Moana. I would actually like to see, like, Finding Nemo, Finding
dude,
Dory.
how did I... Fucking WALL-E.
WALL-E, that one would be cool.
That would be really cool. Like,
try to get all the different environments. Like, you got ocean, space, but also, like, they should use new ones. Like, the fact that Hercules is in it, and to be honest, Hercules, I don't even think it's that great of a movie. I feel like they should try newer Disney movies.
they should have a world where it goes to, like, the real world, like, real life Earth.
Newer Disney movies and just ones they haven't done before. Like, people went ape shit when they announced Monsters, Inc. and Toy Story.
Well, yeah, because they're so different.
Well, and they haven't done it, have they? They haven't done Toy Story or Monsters, Inc., have they?
No.
Because those were Pixar
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, those were Pixar before.
Although Disney might have bought Pixar by the time that
Toy
Story, but I don't know. It doesn't matter. Like,
yeah, I'm not sure.
What are Pixar's biggest? Well, WALL-E was one of them, right?
Yeah. Honestly, I don't see them really doing Brave.
Maybe have the character up.
That'd
I
be
don't
pretty
think
funny.
they'd do the up world because there's nothing special, but I could see
It's
the
just
character.
a floating house.
They're not gonna do Ratatouille.
Ratatouille would be pretty funny too.
Did they do Bugs Life before?
I want to say no.
They should do Bugs Life.
Bears.
Bears.
Brother bear.
I don't. Just do Jack Attack. Who the fuck is Bernie?
Bernie.
Yeah. Well, there's Wally. I guess this is Bernie. I'm looking at my
It was a
computer screen.
character in the Wall-E movies.
Well, okay then.
The big fucking giant.
You know what we could do? I just got an idea right here on the podcast. You guys are listening to my mind. We could live stream this sometime. Like we could live stream our podcast and then just record my computer screen when we're looking shit up and stuff like that. That way people have something to look at and I don't have to put random generic shitty ass pictures in, even when I split it up into segments.
Oh, dude. Well, I mean,
anyways,
Coco would be cool too.
Oh yeah, Coco. Yes.
That's actually extremely fucking great of an idea.
Only
because the
thing,
Land of the Dead, like they really fleshed out
the only thing with Coco is it's so new.
Yeah, that's what's gonna be a bit of an issue.
What? Oh, okay, I know who that is actually. I just found Coco, the woman. I believe that's Ice-T's wife. Yeah.
Her name is.
I was like, why is boobs popping up when I type in Coco because of the movie? But yeah, her name's Coco. That's why. I don't know if that's her real name, but anyways. Yeah, I think that might be all I have on Kingdom Hearts. I don't really have a transition for that, to be honest, unless there's anything you want to add about Kingdom Hearts.
No, not really. Yeah.
Hang on. I'm gonna mark the time. So this is how I do it. I'm teaching Jorb because he doesn't know. So like I just look at it and I'm like, okay, like 19. We'll just go like right here, 1930, and then I mark it, and then that way I can split up into segments later.
Damn, this is gonna be a long fucking segment.
Yeah, it is. I didn't mean for it to be that long, but I mean,
we kind of got off track. But
there's a lot to say about Kingdom Hearts, and we can cut things out if we need to. I just want to get to the important stuff, like right now. This is the next thing. Okay. So everybody freaked out about this too, and it was like #1 trending on Twitter, and I started tweeting about it. Because they announced a Spyro the Dragon remaster is coming to PS4 this year. It's not confirmed. It's pretty much confirmed. I think everybody knew this was coming after they did the Crash one. They were like, okay, yeah, Spyro.
People still want this game.
People don't just want it. People want it.
People are frothing at the mouth.
People want it.
They gonna kill people for it.
I want it. I think I've talked about Spyro in the past on this channel. Ooh, look at that mic clip right there.
Nice. Got a nice solid block on the.
Honestly, I haven't looked at my podcasts in a while. I think in my very first one I ever did, yeah, I mentioned Spyro because I thought in that first podcast I made a prediction. I said these are the top 10 games I wanted at E3, as in last year, and then I had 3 that I said I wanted but I don't think will be there, something like that. I can't remember. And Spyro was one of them. I thought they were going to do Spyro. I just didn't think they were going to do it that soon. It seemed like, in many respects, this is the sequel to like Crash Bandicoot. Like, we knew Halo 6 wasn't going to come out the next year. We knew it was going to be a couple years. Same thing with Spyro. We're like, okay, the Crash one's out. Spyro's coming next, but it's not going to be in a year. So that was my prediction. I wanted it. I could kind of see them doing it, but more than likely we'd have to wait. It was the article. Let's see if we could find it. Spyro. I'm gonna knock my keyboard over.
So now my question is: do you think they're gonna try to revive Spyro Orange and Crash Purple?
Wait, the games?
Like try to make remakes of them. Like since the characters are more relevant again.
Well, Spyro Orange and Crash Purple were games.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Are they going to
try? You think they're going to do those games again?
Yeah, they're going to try to make more of them. No?
Well, Spyro Orange and Crash Purple were on the Game Boy Advance.
I know.
I don't think those. I mean, first of all, I don't think those games were very good, if I remember correctly. What made them special is they were crossover games.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. You don't think they're gonna try to do more crossover games between the two characters again?
Oh, they might do crossover games, but they're not remaking Spyro Orange and Crash Purple on the Game Boy Advance.
Well, no shit.
I thought. Well, that's what I thought you meant.
No, I was saying, like, do you think they're gonna try to do Spyro like Orange and Crash Purple like sequels?
Well, they're not going to be sequels. They'll be its own thing if they do it.
I know.
Well, you just said sequels.
Well, what are the words? What word is better to?
Well, just say like are
reimagining?
No, like it's not going to relate it to Crash Purple and Spyro Orange in any sort of way. Wait, I think what you're just trying to ask is, are there going to be any crossover games in the future with Spyro and Crash?
I mean, what?
But that doesn't really.
What's the difference between that then? If it's gonna be crossover games between Crash and Spyro, what?
Because what it sounded like you were trying to say. I'm gonna need comments to back me up. What it sounded like you were trying to say was, are they going to do a remaster or remake of the Spyro Orange video game and the Crash Purple video game, or a sequel to those games? Not, are they going to do a crossover game just like they did in Spyro Orange and Crash Purple? Which is what you're trying to ask.
Sure.
But that's not what you said. I think the answer to that is possibly, honestly. Okay, hang on. I'm going to see if I can get that real quick. I could see them doing that.
Oh God, I hope they don't make him look like that though.
The Skylanders.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that. No, in the game I'm pretty okay. Here's the article. No, I think. Okay, so they're gonna release this. It's gonna be big. In my opinion, I actually think this will sell more than the Crash one. I could be wrong. I feel like most people talk about Crash because he was the first like big PlayStation mascot. Kind of. But I think that hidden away, Spyro has always been slightly more popular. I feel like I know more people that have played Spyro. I don't know. I could be wrong on that.
I think it's pretty close.
It's close. I just think Spyro's a more likable character, and his games have aged better.
Well, yeah, because Spyro actually has a voice. All that you have really to do with Crash Bandicoot is like facial emotions. You can't really interact with him in terms of like his voice because he never talks.
To be honest, the Spyro games are just better in my opinion. I don't think the Crash games have aged as well as the Spyro ones. Because the Spyro ones...
Well, they're two completely different types of games, too.
Right, but one type of game hasn't aged as much as the other. I don't think. The Crash games are very linear platform style, at least the first one. The second and third have aged a little better.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Spyro 1 was a pretty solid game. Like it's a good solid platforming game. Spyro 2 is amazing. And I think maybe even more so than the third one.
Yeah, of course.
Spyro 2 has aged really well.
Spyro 2 is the one that I spent the most time in too.
I played it not that long ago. I think the only problem with the aging of the Spyro games is that they are a collectathon, and collectathons aren't.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
They're not great game designs anymore, but Crash, I don't even think they have that going for them. I'm not saying the remaster's bad. I'm not even saying they're bad games. I just think that, one, all the people who played Crash are gonna play this, generally speaking.
Well, yeah.
But two, this is going to appeal more to casual people as opposed to the Crash one. I think the Crash one appealed mostly to nostalgic people. I think this appeals to a lot bigger fan base. And here's the other thing, kids. Because kids played with Spyro in Skylanders. They didn't play with Crash till the very end when Skylanders was dead. A lot of kids know and still see Spyro. So they're going to see this Spyro game and not necessarily... They don't even have to necessarily know it's a remake or remaster. They're going to think, oh, Spyro, is this some kind of Skylanders thing? And there's going to be a lot of kids who end up picking up this game.
That's gonna be really weird though if they decide to go back to the old design of Spyro. All the kids that played with Spyro and Skylanders up to this point know him looking one way, and if they go back to the old design of him, the kids are gonna be really confused about it.
Well, they're gonna update it though. I mean, let's take a look at what he looked like back then, because very simple. This is from. Actually, I don't even think that's from okay, it's an art from the first game.
Oh, I like the fifth picture right there.
This one?
Yes.
I would put it. I guess I could put it here. I'm gonna save this just so they know what you're talking about.
MS Paint.
Let me save this. Let me put this on the desktop, and I will clock it, and I will show you all what Josh is talking about. Okay, at 20. Well, in our time, it'll be 28 minutes and 15 seconds. You're going to see this picture. I hope you're ready. Okay.
Oh, yes. It is a very pretty picture. I'm sure someone worked very hard on it.
28.50. Okay, boom. There it is. Picture. Right when I said boom, that's where it's going to be when I edit this. Okay?
Yeah, when you see
I generally don't edit the podcast, but just because Josh is being fucking douche. Since he found this picture, this is his favorite Spyro picture.
Look at the bottom right corner.
This one?
No, the one to the left of it. What did you do?
Well, once you click it. Okay, what?
The one right there to the right.
This one?
No.
This one?
Okay, let's continue.
Okay. You know what? I got an idea.
Terrible things come from ideas.
No.
Are we gonna start live streaming this?
We're gonna start live streaming this right now. Because people can't see what the fuck we're talking about. So they're probably like, oh my god. So in the middle of this podcast, and we're going to live stream it to my Twitch, twitch.tv/BroccoClock.
Shameless.
Shit, my Elgato is plugged in. It's not shameless.
You fucking coughed in the middle of it, you motherfucker.
Okay.
Don't.
I know. I'm sorry, everybody who's like here for Spyro. Let me just hang on.
Why is that called butt cheeks?
What? Stop. Josh, stop. Which one is it? Microsoft Edge? It's called Butt Cheeks because I couldn't think of a better name for it.
Anyways, I would be very excited for the Spyro remake. I have all three of them on the PlayStation 1.
I don't...
It'd be great to see them remade. I not to brag or anything, but I also have Spyro Enter the Dragonfly on the PlayStation 2. That would be a great remake too, especially if they work out all the fucking kinks with the game and update some of the mechanics, make them actually work. It would be pretty fun to play. I remember playing it a lot as a kid, but then again, I was a kid, so nostalgia kind of got in the way. When I started playing it again, yeah, the adulthood in me kind of saw straight through the game's bullshit.
Hang on. I'm sorry. Is Microsoft Edge, that's like Internet Explorer, right?
That's your Internet Explorer. I use a different browser, but yours is Edge, yes.
So why is it not pooping up?
Well, do you have your capture card?
Oh, I guess I probably do have to have my capture card to actually
see what's on.
Are you plugged in capture card? Everyone's gonna be like, this is not what I came.
Well, we
talking about Spyro.
Hold on, guys. I gotta look it up.
Talking about Spyro.
I gotta look it up on my phone.
Josh.
I don't have a computer with me. You're the one on the computer.
Oh my gosh, Josh.
All right, I'm gonna start reading you some monologues from Spyro.
Just, I honestly, I don't.
Why the hell is one of the things that I get when I search Spyro is Rayman?
Well, Rayman and Spyro are kind of similar.
Yeah, they both have disconnected body parts.
Okay, you know what? Here, forget it. I will pause this podcast and I will write it down and edit it later. And we will get back to Spyro, just so people can see what we're doing. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, welcome back, everybody. For a moment here, I'm going to start live streaming, and you're all about to see how I sync my Let's Plays, because I'm going to sync the live stream the same way I do it. So I'm just going to... Oh, I got to move my mouse. I'm going to do a little up, down, right, left, up, down. Oh my god, that's so trippy. Woo! All right. Now you should, if I do this right, we'll see. In post-editing, if it doesn't work out, whoops, then I will just get rid of the video, so you just won't see video, and I'll type a little stupid message here. Anyways, back to Spyro. So, first of all, here's the picture, Josh, like,
Yes,
for
very
all of
pretty.
you, so you can all see.
See his big eye? He only has one of them. And it's
Yeah.
looking way back for some reason.
Which
Where is he
picture were
looking?
you saying? This?
No, go down. Right there, the one that looks like fucking... No, well, that one's funny too.
Okay. Oh.
What the fuck are you getting into?
I don't know. Okay.
Interesting things are happening here, believe me.
This Twitch video says Spicy Salsa Podcast 7. I know, we're so off the topic of Spyro. Like, we are so off. Anyways, as I was saying, I do think this Spyro game is going to sell more. I already gave my reasons for that. I don't need to give them again.
I think it's going to sell more because Spyro is such a snarky little shit.
But even without the Skylanders thing, I still think that Spyro Hidden Away has always been a more beloved series than Crash.
By who?
I feel like a lot of people, not the majority, but there's a good amount of people that have felt like Crash has not aged well, including myself.
Well, he never talks, so it's not like you
I'm not talking about the fucking character. I'm talking about the gameplay and stuff.
What, you don't like his run and gun attitude?
Hi.
Why are you looking at this card?
All right. We're gonna stop this. We'll probably come back and talk more about Spyro later, but for now, let's move on to the next subject. Let me just write the time down.
All right, so we're back on the topic of Spyro.
No, at 34:08. Got it. All right, so, all right. Next, this one's pretty close to us, and a lot of people won't care. So this one I'm expecting to not get very many views, but Sonic Racing.
Ooh.
What do you know about it so far? What have I told you?
You only told me that there have been rumors of them making another one, but the thing is, it's only going to be Sonic characters this time, and no Danica Patrick.
Yeah, what the fuck? They can't have a new Sonic Racing game that doesn't have the rest of the characters because we can't have Danica Patrick.
Like, I would fucking kill to have Dale Earnhardt in one of my Sonic Racing games. Like, if we're gonna have NASCAR racers, Dale Earnhardt, Jeff Gordon, all the professional.
Was my racer. He was my driver.
That would be the best way to do it. Would just be put all NASCAR racers with Sonic, and just call it Sonic and All Stars Racing NASCAR Edition.
All right, let's look at the most recent article. There's two. We'll go to Game Revolution.
And didn't you tell me that it wasn't the same company that's making the new Sonic
No, that's
one?
not what... Okay, so let's go through and I'll tell you what I said. So, a few weeks ago, and I can't give an exact date. I think it was early February, late January. Aaron Weber...
What the hell is that?
Or rather, there was a rumor going around that there was going to be a new Sonic Kart Racing game. This is the sequel to Sonic Transformed, it would be. It's Ghostbusters. I think it's the animated Ghostbusters.
Oh, I was gonna say that looks really cartoony.
Yeah, they could see this, right? Okay, yeah. So there was I wonder if it says here. No. But anyways, so there was rumors going around one day that there was going to be another Sonic Racing game, and Aaron Weber from Sega's, their community manager. A lot of people know, but he went on Twitter and he was like, just want to let you guys know there is no SART game coming out. SART is Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transform, whatever. Just a rumor. So a lot of people were just like, okay. But it appears he might have been lying, as who reported on this? I think it was, okay, it looks like...
So somebody named Zappies?
Possibly.
Well, they said...
Oh, that's what the video is, because they did an interview around 8:32.
So what is the... Okay.
So it appears to be because they're making new Sonic Kart figures?
Really?
Toys, and they just think that would be kind of weird to make Sonic Racing figures without a new Sonic game coming out. Which is true because Sonic, I don't know if you knew this, but Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transform did have a toy line. They had like automatic cars you could.
That's interesting.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of them, but and so Aaron Weber had said that, and then it was who was it? I can't seem to find the article. But there was an article that was released where somebody came out and they were basically like, all right, well, the information got out there. I wasn't going to report on it, but since the information's already out there, they were like, I might as well report on it. So they're like, there is a new Sonic Racing game.
So they're just throwing it out there?
You know what? IGN reported on it too, actually. So they said that they do believe there's a new Sonic Racing game. Yeah. So this is the original. The updated where it says on IGN, it's a Sega PR and social media manager Aaron Weber has come forward to shoot down the recent rumors that a new entry in the kart series is on the way. Hi guys, saw rumors floating around today that another Sart game, about another Sart game. Just wanted to confirm it's not a thing. And then I think they had an updated version of this story. If I can find it. Where, yeah, there was somebody who wrote this article. They're like, yes, it is. They do think it's coming. And they're saying that it's not going to be, it's just going to be a Sonic Kart Racing game, and it's not going to be, nerd. Look at this. Look at this.
That's what I was actually going to talk about right
We
there.
were going to, we'll talk about this maybe some other time, but.
Okay.
I was going to put it on the podcast, but I was like, so infuriating.
How great of an idea is that?
Anyways, let's try this. No Sega Racers.
No Sega Racers, you mean All-Stars?
Here we go. So I don't know.
This is a comic book.
So somebody says, who is this? And the latest comes from Larry, whose IP has been traced to the same source that leaked Sonic Forces. So that's interesting. In his statement, he mentioned, it's me again. I've been debating on mentioning this for a while now, but since it appears to be let out of the bag, why not? A new Sonic Kart Racer is in develop. Last I heard, it was slated for the first quarter of 2018, but it's looking to most likely be a holiday release. However, if my emphasis on Sonic wasn't clear enough, no Sega characters will be joining the fun this time. So, yes, this person is the guy who leaked Sonic Forces and ended up being right. So that's interesting. He does have a little bit of credibility in that sense. However, I guess that was the other thing I wanted to talk about. As much as I'm excited for a new Sonic Kart Racer coming out, it's very disappointing if they don't have the other Sega characters.
Yeah, because the other characters, other than Sonic characters, is kind of what gave the game its charm. I mean, have you fucking looked at Danica Patrick in the game and ever thought that was...
we don't need Danica Patrick.
And have you ever thought, man, that was a terrible idea? No, you always want to play as her. Because you're just like, she's such a strange person to play in the game.
Nobody wanted to play as Danica Patrick.
I always play as Danica Patrick. I have 600 hours on her.
My God. Anyways.
Yes.
But yeah, so the thing is, like, other than that, like, I've always liked the Sonic Racing games more than Mario Kart. So sorry, Mario Kart
I agree.
fans.
I agree.
I just think they take more skill and stuff and whatever. It doesn't matter. That's not even the point. The point is that I was really excited for a new Sonic Racing game for a long time. And I was starting to think, well, maybe they just won't do one. However, they did have Sonic Racing All-Stars Transform onto Wii U, which wasn't that long ago, so that was my only thing. I was like, they haven't completely forgot about it. But then they shot down rumors that it was coming to the Switch, so I started to think, well, maybe they're not. But it could be that, yeah, they're not porting that to the Switch because they're just like, fuck it, we're making a new one anyway.
Yeah.
I could see this being a thing. I could see them lying about this. I hope it's a thing. If it's not, hopefully all of this like attention that it's getting gets
Kind of
them
spurs
to
them into doing it.
yeah. What I was saying before, because you brought up the fact that I had said that it's more than likely a different company. What I'm trying to say is that this is all the information we have so far. Everything that I've pretty much looked up here on this screen is at least all the information I have.
All the information that Larry has given us.
Yes,
Larry the God.
and then Sega and whatever. They never said anything about the company making it. So it could be possible that this isn't being made by Sumo Digital. If they make a new Sonic Racer, like what I guess what I'm saying is two things. They say it's a new Sonic Kart Racer with no Sega characters. Well, this could be an entirely different style of game. It might not even be a sequel to Sonic Racing Transform. It could be its own thing. I hope it's a sequel because Sumo Digital does a really excellent job on it. But I know that Sumo Digital's been doing a lot of things. Here's this right now, lately. So,
like I don't know about you, but I'd be pretty upset if we got like a Sonic Kart Racer where it was kind of like Sonic Shuffle, where you had to roll a dice to see how far you could go.
yeah, and you have to do like little boss battles in your car and like drive up their skin.
Yeah.
Put little spikes on your skin, or little tickles. Put little fritters on the wheels and then
whose skin are we driving up exactly?
I don't fucking know.
Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, sure. Aaron Rodgers.
What about Derek Jeter?
Where are you seeing these names? I know they're up here somewhere.
Derek Jeter is a fucking baseball player. He would.
I don't know. He might. I don't think he plays anymore.
That'd be an interesting way to get a cameo appearance.
Yeah, but anyways, because I know, yeah, they're working on this Project Nova, fucking Dead Island 2.
Wait, what is Project Nova?
Although they're publisher. I don't know. They haven't said. I think it's a shooter.
Oh, okay. Back to Sonic.
Yeah. Anyways, so, yeah, they did help with this though recently.
Sonic Dash 2 Sonic Boom.
Yeah, I can't seem to highlight it very well. Yeah.
That's the mobile game, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know. I could see this being true. I could also see it being the Overwatch League. Something totally different. Like it is a Sonic Racer, but it's just a different series of games. It's not part of the Racing Transform.
Yeah. I'd be a bit disappointed if that was the case because they did a good job with it.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's all we have to say about the Sonic Racer, I guess. Hopefully, it is coming out.
That would be because we've tried playing Sonic and Racing All Stars. Sorry if I butchered the name. Also transformed in the past. And we haven't been able to really find anybody, and the gameplay is really good, and it's really hard to find people. And most of the time when we do find people, sorry about that, there's nobody playing the game. It's such a dead game now. If you're out there, Thea Gokels, we miss you.
We play with Thea Gokels all the time.
He was.
I'm Super Gaza. Thea Gokels, subscribe, Thea Gokels, so we can play Sonic.
Yeah, if you're out there, man, hit us up.
All right, let's move on. You think Thea Gokels is gonna get messages?
Fucking get a DM in Discord. It's like, I know who you are. You want to play some Sonic?
All right. Okay. I'll let you. No. We're gonna do this one. I was gonna talk about the Burnout Paradise remaster. No, let's do both. I know you don't know anything about Burnout Paradise, really. I don't necessarily want to talk about the Burnout Paradise remaster. Here's why I wanted to bring it up. Because Burnout Paradise is a really good game.
Yeah.
And I think it's interesting that they're remastering this one because it just seems like the kind of game that wouldn't, like.
I mean, it didn't really seem to me like many people were asking for it.
Right.
It just seems like it was out of the blue. I wonder if they're trying to.
So what I wanted to talk about with, let me see if I can bring it up here. Burnout Paradise is that I think this is a great idea. Whether you like Burnout Paradise or not, which most people I met love Burnout Paradise. What do I like about this? I like the fact that it's not a huge IP. Well, it is. Burnout was pretty big for a while, but
yeah,
they should do more surprise games like this. Like, this is not the type of game I would expect them to remaster. This is the type of game they should remaster, though. Because there's just too many. Like, instead of focusing on, I'll type it out for you.
All right. Well, let me. The thing that really just kind of irks me about Burnout Paradise Remastered was when we saw the trailer, because you showed it to me about half an hour ago.
Which I can't play because, well, I can play it on Twitch, but I can't upload it to YouTube because it plays Paradise City.
Yeah, copyrighted. But the one thing that we both fucking hated about it was that stamp, EA Games.
Well, yeah, I hate EA Games.
That was the worst part.
But they're not gonna. I mean,
knowing them, they'd try to somehow incorporate microtransactions.
Well, speaking of which,
like they'd be like, "Oh, you want to get this car?"
I wasn't gonna bring this up, but since you mentioned that, this is funny. Let's go to one of these here.
Oh, okay.
So, when a game gets remastered, it's not uncommon for developers/publishers to plug in new features that maybe weren't as prevalent when the game first launched. Folks got a bit wary following yesterday's announcement that Burnout Paradise Remastered was set to launch in a few weeks. That's coming out in a few weeks?
Yeah, it's like March 13th.
What? Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, it's coming out really soon. Which,
oh, wow. Dude, I fucking want it. Is it physical? Or is it digital only?
I'd be kind of upset if it was digital only. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, March 16th, right there.
Oh, shit, yeah. Anyways, as the game's listing included the phrase in-game purchases optional.
Oh, shit.
Given the current state of gaming, you'd be... Okay, so what happened was... it's just a heads up, but the store listing for Burnout Paradise that mentions in-game purchases optional is an error.
Oh, of course.
There is no microtransactions or any additional pay. So apparently what happened was...
Of course, they're going to try to say it as an error.
Well, I don't think there is microtransactions. Apparently what happened was that EA's just gotten so used to it, I would assume, is that they accidentally listed this game. They have separate lists because they do it to categorize things for when, like, they have to go through things like ESRB, or they have to, like, I don't know, just whatever, things like that. They have to, like, state things like that for legality reasons. And I think they're just so used to that being on most of their games, they accidentally listed Burnout Paradise as a microtransaction game. So when it went through on the digital store, they put down, like, any game that's labeled that they know is going to have microtransactions, they put that down, in-game purchases optional. So I think that's what happened. I don't think there is microtransactions. I just found that funny. But anyways, since you brought that up, I thought I would talk about that for a moment. But there's not much to say. It's just a mistake, it seems. This game's going to have all the DLC, too, that was released for Burnout Paradise, which is great, because there apparently was a couple great ones. I think there was, like, a Cops and Robbers one, where, like, you're a bunch of, like, you play online, and I think you're a bunch of cops, and you have to, like, take down the robbers. I never got to play that because I didn't have money back then, so I'm going to get to play the DLC, hopefully, if I ever get time to fucking play it. But the real reason I really wanted to bring this up is because this is a perfect type of game that should have a remaster, a game that maybe not necessarily everybody had, but it has some kind of cult following, and they should try to bring it back somehow. Like, these are the types of games they should be remastering, not fucking Skyrim, not even Grand Theft Auto again, which I guess they haven't really remastered. They just re-released it.
They kind of,
right?
ported it.
Yeah. But I'm just, like, they don't need those. Like, I would even argue that you don't necessarily need a Spyro or Crash remake. Those ones, I'm glad they're doing, like, I would say, okay, those ones they should, but then I think there's another tier of games, like, these need it. Like, these games should be remastered, because in the future it's going to be a little bit more difficult to play some of these.
Mm-hmm.
and they're games that didn't get enough attention back then. This is getting a lot of attention now. So, because
the game came out 10 years ago.
Yeah,
Damn.
like,
I mean, 10-year anniversary. Makes
like
sense.
as much as I love it, Halo 3, I think that's on the tier of Spyro. No,
It'd be
actually,
nice to get
I
a
think
remaster
okay.
of it.
Let me add another tier. The Halo 3 tier, which is like, we could remaster it. It'd be fun. Spyro, you should. Burnout, what an amazing idea. Like, that's the tier this is on, because that was something that it's like, oh, wow. Now, they did make this backwards compatible on the Xbox One, but regardless, like, is a perfect type of game that could be remastered. I suppose it's actually, when you get down to it, harder to play the old Spyro games than it is something like this. But this is just a game that should be brought to more people's attention. It just didn't get enough attention, I felt. So now it is.
Yeah.
But like, you know, Halo 3, it's one of those things that's like, well, it's already backwards compatible. It can't be multi-console anyways because it's a Halo game. So do we really need it? No. Do I want it? Sure. But like, this is something like, this was a great idea. I'm trying to think if there's any other games that they should like do that for, that are like in that Burnout tier. Like, wow, not a lot of people really played this. Maybe they should. It has a cult following. Maybe
Klonoa? That has a cult following.
I don't know. I don't know much about Klonoa.
The only thing that I don't know about it is if it had any sequels that were on more recent consoles.
Some games are easy, like if it's hard to find and play. Mega Man Legends, a lot of people like something like that. You know what I mean? Like, that's too easy because it's tough for people to play. It's expensive. You have to have old consoles.
Or better yet, make a third Mega Man Legends game.
Well, sure.
Because as it stands now, Mega Man Legends 2 is on a fucking cliffhanger, and I still haven't beaten it yet. I'm at the end of the game, and it's just, they started making a third one, but they canceled it for whatever reason. It was because of some reason. I read about it, but I forgot about it. Anyways, there's my rant.
I'm trying to think real quick before we end this segment if there's anything else. Like, there's a couple I think are close, like a game like Eternal Sonata.
I never played that one.
Play it.
I don't have it.
Fucking play it. Buy it. I don't know if that one's that expensive.
It's too hard to buy. Maybe they should remaster it.
Yeah, maybe they should remaster it. Here, I'll show you pictures. Eternal Sonata. Eternal Sonata.
You misspelled.
Look at these beautiful pictures.
Wow, it's like a fucking RPG.
It is an RPG.
Oh, well, okay.
It's kind of a unique one, though. Oh, nice. Look at it. Eternal Sonatas.
The fucking
Look at all the Eternal Sonatas. Hang on.
Was Blue Dragon really popular?
I think it has a following. I've heard mixed things about the game. I think that's the problem with a game like Blue Dragon. I wouldn't say they shouldn't remaster it, but I think the problem is that the opinions on it are so mixed. It's hard to say, like, would it sell? Because I know a lot of people who are like, it was good. Some people were like, it was a little overrated, and some people were like, I didn't understand why people thought it was good.
I personally, if they remastered it, I'm not entirely sure if I'd pick it up, because
I wouldn't either. Like, I've heard too many mixed things for me to be like, I gotta get that one.
Yeah.
But Burnout Paradise is something that, like, the majority of people, probably 70% of people that played it, had a good time playing it.
Oh, yeah.
So, like,
let me look something up.
See, I'm thinking of games but they've already done it. Like, I was gonna say, what's it called? Muramasa Rebirth. But they put that on the Vita, which, I mean, they could put it on consoles.
They're already making an Okami one, too.
Okami HD.
Yeah,
that's already out.
That already is out.
So, that was a good one. That was a good choice. You know, I don't know. Maybe people can help us out. Tell us what games you really want remastered.
I like how we started out talking about that. Should just be its own segment right there.
Yeah,
games that need to be remastered.
That was kind of the idea, because I'm like, I know you don't know Burnout very well.
Mario 64 people. think
Yeah, Nintendo games are a lot of
these
those
are
ones.
some weird ones because I typed in games that need to be remastered and I'm getting like Resident Evil 4.
You know what we don't have for some
Time
reason?
Splitters.
We don't have a Super Mario Sunshine remastered.
Dude, that game needs.
Why
to
do
be,
we not have a Super Mario
my,
Sunshine remaster?
That's my personal favorite.
We got
Mario
Wind
game.
Waker. We got Wind Waker.
And people are also saying Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic.
Well, that's already no. It's not getting a remaster, but it's getting
Left 4 Dead 2.
Fuck no, that doesn't need a remaster.
Yeah, it's like that's what I'm. Splinter Cell, Chaos Theory, Half-Life 1 and 2.
Yeah, that could use
Deus
one.
Ex.
Some of those are too easy.
Yeah.
I guess I'm thinking of more obscure things.
More obscure like gems that people.
Right, like hidden gems. That's what it really is. Hidden gems are perfect for remasters.
Yeah. Tony Hawk Underground. What? Apparently, Last of Us was one of them because it did happen.
Wait, oh yeah. Yeah, Tony Hawk's Underground actually. That's 10 amazing games you have missed this year. No, I'm just looking up like I'm on my phone. Here.
Beautiful Joe. Ooh.
That could.
Once again, Morrowind. Morrowind. I know it's Skyrim related.
Morrowind should get a remaster.
No,
Morrowind should get a remaster.
I know it's Skyrim related. It's like Elder Scrolls, but Morrowind. That game seems like it would be so fun if it was just if it
biggest
didn't run
hidden
so
gem
much like
video
shit.
games of all time.
Danganronpa, or whatever you call it.
That doesn't need a remaster.
Oh, Asura's Wrath. I think that's Asura's Wrath, isn't it? No, that's just Justice League.
know.
I don't fucking know.
None of these are good.
Did I just see Devil's Third right there?
Might have been. I don't know. I'm not seeing any like good pictures that I can think of. Well, I would say the Dot Hack series, but they did just do that one on the PS4 that has a few of them.
I would have said Metroid, but they just did that with.
That's
Metroid
what I'm saying.
2.
Like I was gonna say, there's a couple that like they haven't got the ones I want yet. Like Metroid, like they remastered the second one. It's time to do Metroid Fusion, but I think that's gonna come anyway. So,
oh my God! Look at that bodybuilder.
I like how we just get off topic.
Oh
Jesus! I'd rather be obese.
Yeah, at least then you can roll places easier.
Yeah, I can roll down hills. What is going on here?
Let's not dig into it.
All right, yeah. What? That's so random. Any of the Golden Sun games? Oh Jesus! Some of the Fire Emblem games.
What the
Nintendo.
fuck is that?
Oh my! Wow. Okay.
Wow. Those
Yeah.
look like lists right there. Those pictures.
Like this?
Yeah.
I don't know any of these games.
Waiting.
No, Bejeweled 3 needs a remaster.
Okay.
Bejeweled 3 confirmed.
All right, we are getting way into this.
It doesn't matter. I'm having fun. Okay. Look, they stole this from Sonic Gems.
Hidden Gems collection.
Yeah. Remaster Sonic Gems.
Do it.
And Sonic Mega Collection. No, actually, Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 should get a legit remaster.
That too, but knowing Sega,
Because I know
Sonic Gems
Sega
get
fucks.
fucked up.
I love Sega, but they fuck everything.
Mm-hmm.
Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 do have the ports, so to speak. They're HD, they put them in HD, but
yeah,
whatever. This game's a hidden gem. I played that game. It is
what, Oni Chanbara or something like that?
Oni Chanbara's Bikini Zombie Slayers. Austin used to have it, and I think we played it or something one time, and it was
no
okay.
way.
Anyways, yeah, like Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 I think should get like a full-fledged remaster.
How about you look up hidden gems that need to be remastered instead of
what?
hidden
I
gems?
can think of one, but I was gonna say it, but the thing is, it's gonna lose a lot of people. Hang on.
The Simpsons Hit and Run. Mass Effect.
Yes.
Mass Effect
Simpsons
trilogy.
Hit and Run's a perfect one.
Mass Effect trilogy.
They did that. Well, they didn't do like a remaster,
I
but they did
know.
a.
That's what I'm seeing people say. Lego Island.
Yeah, that's not. That one's a little aged though. I don't know. Here's one.
Oh, 13. I remember that.
Oh
fucking
yeah.
game.
What is going on? What is these pictures? Like, why do I keep... Does this look like 13? Does this look like 13 to you?
13 tattoos,
baby.
baby.
I don't know if I can show that on YouTube, honestly. But I don't have, like...
Just put a big picture of your face on her butt.
Yeah, okay. I will.
No, just put a picture of a butt on her butt.
I will.
There you go. Censor
my butt on her butt.
Put a picture of your butt on her butt.
I will
censor, like, you know.
I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna put okay, somewhere. My face.
Oh yeah.
Her butt. There. Now. Okay. Yes, 13, extremely underrated video game, in my opinion. Needs a remaster. Never got a remake or a sequel. But honestly, I don't know who would do it. I don't know who owns the license to this anymore.
They're gonna make a sequel called 14.
Oh, it was a Ubisoft game. God damn it! I hit the button.
The button.
Yes, I hit the button.
They already made a remaster of Thief, didn't they?
Thief?
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Didn't like suck ass too.
Maybe.
Anyways. Yeah, we're going like way over time though.
Who cares?
How much? What are we at? An hour? Not even though, because the first like 3 minutes of recording are
Eternal Darkness. Planescape.
All right.
Are we done with this topic?
I don't know. That might be a fun one to try. Another one to try.
Just,
like maybe do a top 10 of like what games
the first
we want
fucking
to see
Fallout games.
Yeah, those would be good ones.
Yeah. Okay.
Those
I'm done now. I put the phone down.
Those do have a pretty big cult following. Okay, what is the time?
Time be. Oh yeah, you guys can probably see what time it is for us right now. Have fun guessing what time zone we're in.
Okay, next subject. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. So they just announced. This is a very like, I'm asking you questions and we're responding podcast, which is fine with me because it's more fun than me just delivering the news that people already know to people. Although some of those are my highest viewed.
Yeah.
Anyways, because once again, normally what I would do here is announce that Bardock and Broly got announced for Dragon Ball FighterZ.
I've actually seen the trailer
I did
for
too.
that, and it looked really fucking cool.
Yeah, I actually want to play as Bardock.
My brother loves Bardock. He's like his favorite character.
He's pretty cool. There's not much to him though.
I know. Like the coolest thing about him is either his future sight or the fact that he has a fucking headband that is soaked in his best friend's blood.
Yeah. No, Bardock is cool. I like his outfit. I just like it's different. It's got the green and the. Okay.
So many pictures of Broly.
But anyways, because normally what I do is I just tell people that, oh, this is announced. Like, what's my reaction to that? Well, I'll just tell you my reaction real quick because I can do that in like 2 seconds.
This is cool.
Yeah, this is cool. This is cool.
That's all I have to say.
This is really good.
They should do more characters. It will be great.
That's really good idea.
Very good idea.
Okay. Anyways, I would like to actually bring up like what characters do you want to see now? Because we obviously have DLC confirmed. They're gonna add some more characters.
First off, Oob would be cool.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Because he was at the end of the series.
Like I think it'd be pretty interesting if like, because they have team battles.
I'm gonna take my sock off.
You just killed the fucking momentum, man.
You looked at that like, why?
Like
there's a hole in my sock. It's pissing me off.
They have team battles.
Chapstick on. Hang on.
I think it'd be cool if they added some sort of like fusion to the game, kind of like.
Oh yeah.
Defuse Gotenks, make Trunks and Goten actual playable characters.
Shit, this is boring.
Fuck it, I'm done. Where's launch?
Oh, sweet. Hang on. got a headache. Oh yeah.
How dare you, Toriyama? You forgot about launch.
Okay, what were you saying?
I forgot. Fusing Oob and Boo together.
Majube.
Yeah,
Well, they did that.
I know.
Oh, okay. It would be interesting to see GT characters.
Isn't Oob like in Z
Yeah.
though?
Oob is.
Yeah.
Not Majube.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. It was Oob.
Majubi.
Majubi Booby? They already have their fair share of joke characters in the game too.
Such as
Yamcha.
Yamcha was important. No, let me. How do I word this? Yamcha was a mainstay for a while, though. I don't really consider that a joke. I think.
Are you kidding me? Have you seen what you saw what they did to him in Super, right?
I haven't. No.
Okay, well, in Z, he got blown up by the Cybermen.
Yeah.
And he was in that position. And in Super, they were playing a baseball game, and he got hit by a baseball that came back down to Earth, and it created a crater, and he was laying in the same fucking position as when he died.
No.
And they started making fun of him for it too. He's like, that looks kind of familiar.
I'm not okay.
And I was just like, that's a pretty joke character.
I understand that, but like he was still a mainstay for so long. In the original
yeah.
Yeah, but even in Z for a little while, they tried to take him seriously. Like when he died in the show, that wasn't supposed to be a joke. That was like I think it's things like Dragon Ball Z Abridged that made it a joke. It's kind of like Aquaman. Like, no, don't get me wrong, Yamcha is pretty weak, but Aquaman, like people are always like, he's silly, he's a joke. It's like Aquaman is like really strong, and he's not like a joke.
The thing that's
in their universe, but it's just all the parodies of him because the concept is a little silly.
Yeah.
Now with Yamcha, it's not so much the concept is silly, it's just that
he's a human. Everybody else is super fucking strong.
Well, yeah, and there ended up being so many characters that he kind of got left behind, but really it was things like Dragon Ball Z Abridged and stuff that made it, a joke. Because for a while, when you think about it, like, in the original Dragon Ball, there was probably more jokes involving, like, Krillin than there was Yamcha. Mm-hmm. And people don't, you know what I mean? People treat Krillin like a joke because Dragon Ball Z Abridged, but he's still like somewhat strong, so like
he's in the Tournament of Power in Super, so there's it's like he's got to have some merit if he's gonna be fighting for the fucking universe.
Well, he's the strongest human.
Yeah.
Is he not?
I don't know.
Not including like half breeds.
Maybe
like half Saiyan and half humans.
I don't know, man. Yajirobe's pretty strong. He's got that sword.
He was for a while.
He could probably cut off one of Krillin's fingers.
He killed one of Piccolo's minions. I mean, that's the thing. Like, people now we're really off topic, but like people argue a lot of the times, right? Like oh well, like could a Naruto character kill a Dragon Ball character? And it's like Dragon Ball characters have been blowing up planets since okay,
Frieza.
Let me try to not include well, really since Frieza, but let's not include that because he was super powerful before everyone else got powerful. He did it before it was cool.
Well, he blew up the planet of the Saiyans. That kind of pissed a lot of people
not including
off.
filler, because Vegeta blew up a planet when he was but he was apparently capable of blowing up the Earth. Goku said you're gonna blow up the planet when
who was capable of doing it?
Vegeta. And he was only at a power level of about fucking maybe 20,000. I don't know. Maybe a little more.
I mean, he seemed a bit more, whenever he read Goku's power level when he first met him, seemed a bit more concerned because he smashed the scouter and he was like, it's over 9,000!
Yeah, but Nappa apparently... Okay, yeah, because Vegeta was supposed to be like 3 times stronger than Nappa or something like that. At least twice as strong. That's why Goku had to go KO Ken, because he wasn't quite strong enough. But anyways, they got rid of the power levels. So not including the power levels, people were like, well, could Naruto character kill this? And it's like, okay, well, if Vegeta could destroy a planet when he was on Earth, we never actually saw him do it, but we heard Goku say things like, I don't know, maybe I have some of this wrong, but we heard Goku say things like, when Vegeta's getting ready to launch that Gallic gun, he's like, oh, the whole planet's gonna be gone or something. Like, maybe he was joking, I don't know. We did see Vegeta destroy that planet in the filler. Anyways, and then and Goku got that strong from training with King Kai. Well, Yamcha trained Well, okay, I guess that was probably filler too, though, wasn't it?
Oh,
When Yamcha trained with King Kai, but he did. Well, he did go head to head with Android 19 and immediately got fucking killed or almost killed. But yeah, he trained during the Android saga too, and then he trained after that. I'm willing to bet Yamcha can, if he tries his best, blow up a planet at this point.
speaking of you talking about King Kai and the whole other world thing, my brother was super pissed when he was like found out that they were like bringing Krillin on this like turn it to the Tournament of Power instead of a certain character that I think would be also really good in Dragon Ball Fighters, Pycon.
Pycon's filler though.
Oh, he's filler?
Yeah, that's the problem. He was
Oh.
never in the manga.
No way. I didn't know that.
That's yeah.
Because I never read the manga. I always watched the anime.
Hang on. Here's another point. Now we're just gonna talk about Dragon Ball. Here's another point. People are always like, God, the Dragon Ball filler. There's actually a lot of pretty good Dragon Ball filler because people don't even realize Pycon's not filler until you have to think about it, and then you're like, oh yeah, he's filler. That's because he was kind of interesting. Like, not so much the character, but somewhat his abilities in the arc. Like, was it a great arc? No, but it was neat. It was a decent filler. Like, it's not that bad to sit through the whole Pycon story before they go to the.
So they don't take characters from filler or just anything from filler and use it in future projects then?
Not in Super.
Not in Super.
If they do, sometimes they take some things. Like we have those two female Saiyans, and one looks like is basically Broly, right, as a female.
Yes.
So like, they took that idea, but it's different. Broly's not canon. Think about that. Broly's not canon.
No, he's not.
The legendary Super Saiyan is canon because they talk about a legendary Super Saiyan, but it was always a mystery. Cooler's not canon. Lord Slug's not canon.
Is
Nobody
Tarble
cares.
canon?
Tarble?
Vegeta's brother?
Yes. I think that's canon. It didn't make a lot of sense, and they kind of had some plot holes with it, but I just chose to ignore it. But technically, I think he's canon because that was released for a special... I don't know. You'd have to truly find out, but I'm pretty sure that one was canon, along with the Bardock being alive thing. I think that was canon as well. But so like, yeah, I don't know. I always argue to people, I was like, well, Yamcha could. I that one I have to back up a little more. Could he blow up a planet? But I'm like, maybe he couldn't beat Naruto and Sasuke in a battle, but
he could blow up the planet and kill everybody.
Kill a lot of anime characters. Like, if Yamcha's the weakest in Dragon Ball, like in terms of the people who actually fight, I'm like, then that's not saying much because like he's got to be pretty powerful.
Yeah, considering
I mean, like,
Master Roshi's blown up the moon before,
and that was when he was in Dragon Ball.
Yeah,
like the first tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Yamcha has to be pretty powerful.
Yeah,
despite being the weakest. Like, the Dragon Ball Z bunch makes him look weak. But when I'm like, well, if you threw Yamcha in with like Naruto ninjas, not later in the series so much. I guess like Naruto Sasuke became like gods. It was weird, and like there was like Jiraiya and the legendary. But if we're talking like 10-10, really? But 10-10's gonna. What is how? No, I don't think 10. Like, now I'm gonna start a whole other controversy. That's not my. But my point is like, Yamcha's not exactly like as weak as people think he is. It's just relative to the Dragon Ball characters he is.
Yeah.
But I accept the jokes. I mean, it's whatever, you know. Like, But
okay,
anyways,
so now I'm having a harder time thinking of characters that would be nice for Dragon Ball fighters because I don't know if they're canon or not.
They should do KHIII because. Yeah, I know, that's the thing. Well, but Broly's not canon, and he's coming.
Cell's already in the game.
Cell's in the game.
Mm-hmm.
They should do KHIII because she was in the Dragon Ball Super, or it's not Dragon Ball Super, Super Dragon Ball Z fighting game on the PS2, and KHIII is a fighter. I just think it would be interesting to mix it up a bit and not have like super powerful Saiyan. Just like do KHIII. I think that would be interesting. And like they should do more original Dragon Ball characters. And I think that she's the best one to pick besides Master Roshi himself. That would actually be awesome.
That would be pretty cool.
Okay, I changed my mind. Master Roshi's the best character from the original Dragon Ball to pick, and then KHIII. Because KHIII could fight as a kid and an adult too.
I started actually thinking. And
Grandpa Gohan.
Grandpa
He's a good one
Gohan
too.
would be too.
They should just incorporate more original Dragon Ball characters.
But how? So tell me then, what if we can't put Icon in because he's not canon?
No, we
not,
can.
So we can. We can put him in.
No, I'm saying we can. It's just that
It just wouldn't make much sense.
No. What you didn't talk about putting PyCon in here. What you said was your brother was disappointed because PyCon wasn't in the Tournament of Power.
That's correct.
Because PyCon can't. Well, he could be, but they would have to re-explain his arc because he wasn't canon in Dragon Ball Z.
I said that.
So
as
they could
both
put him
a
in
point,
the game,
as
but-
both a point to why my brother was pissed was because he wasn't in the Tournament of Power, and that was another character that would be better. That would be cool to have in both in the game. And then you told me that he wasn't canon. No, he was filler for the show, and then that's what got us started.
But he's been in the games.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Like
Budokai
he'd be
Tenkaichi's-
a really good fighter for the game too.
Yeah. So yeah, for original Dragon Ball characters, if I'm not trying to overload it, and let's just assume we have an unlimited amount of DLC or
He's right there
or
in
a
the bottom
limited
right hand
amount,
corner of the screen.
No, we don't need Super Saiyan 3. Oh, Hercule?
Yeah.
Actually, Hercule's a good pick
Yeah, he is.
because he's pretty popular. I mean, and he's kind of a joke. So like, he's a good pick. Yeah, why is he not a joke? Why does everyone pick on Yamcha? He goes out and fucking fights in the front lines
and gets fucking
dies.
killed all the
He
time.
dies for his planet and
Hercule's
and defends it. And Hercule's like
smoke and mirrors.
But the thing I guess with Hercule is like he is a literal joke. Like he makes jokes in the show. I guess Yamcha takes himself too seriously.
Yeah.
I guess that's what it is. That what it is? Like
probably.
But even Yamcha's a little goofy. I don't know. I guess that's what it is. Like
Tien's not in the game, is he?
yeah, he is.
He is. Okay.
Yeah, he's in the game.
Okay.
So for original Dragon Ball Z characters, I would say the best two to choose from: Grandpa Gohan and Master Roshi. Master Roshi 1, Grandpa Gohan 2, Chi-Chi 3rd, and then Yajirobe. And I know I'm not kidding, because he is a good fighter.
Would it be like an Android 17 and 18 situation where it'd be like Yajirobe and Korin?
They could, but I don't think they would have to. Yajirobe's a good fighter on his own. Actually seeing Korin fight, because we never have, would be really cool.
Yeah, because
he's apparently pretty powerful.
Yeah, because he teaches.
Mr. Popo's pretty powerful too. But I'm just trying to think like
Mr. fucking Popo.
yeah, put him in. Why not? I don't know. Just get more Dragon Ball characters.
Just put them all in the game.
I just think that people would start to question them if they put if they put Yajirobe, Korin, and Popo in, but there was no Master Roshi. I think people would be like, why? Like I want to. You know what I mean? Like, if you put Grandpa Gohan or Master Roshi in, people aren't really going to question that. Maybe not even Chi-Chi, but those are the top three, I think. And then, like, so I think they should do GT. Because they always ignore GT. And I know it wasn't the best, and it's not canon, but GT did some really cool things.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
They should have Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta
Super Saiyan
Goku
4
in the
was
game.
such a cool idea.
I guess, like, they might have an overabundance of Saiyans. Kid Goku. Actually, what? How did I miss that? Kid Goku.
Kid everything. Kid Buu. Kid
And
Buu's
I'm
already
not
in the
just
game.
talking about GT Kid Goku. I'm talking about the original Dragon Ball. Kid Goku actually should be number 1.
Giru?
Maybe number 2, just because we have Goku. I would say so. Now I'm changing it again. Master Roshi, then Kid Goku, then Adult Gohan, then Chi-Chi, then Yajirobe, then Korin, and then Popo.
What about Grand Elder Guru?
No.
All of his moves are just like pointing his finger, commanding Nail to attack from just Nail.
That'd
Jack.
be interesting. No, we don't need him.
We already have the Ginyu Force.
I think as long as they're doing these movie villains with like Broly, Cooler.
Yeah, might as
he's
well.
not really redundant because he does have some different moves from Frieza, a couple different ones. I don't know. I guess he's kind of similar, but whatever. If they just change his fighting style, if that's not good enough, actually Janemba. I actually think he's a neat little. He doesn't have a good story, but he's kind of a fun.
Talking about Dragon Ball characters, I think it would be nice if they had a more diverse set of like skins that you could use instead of just like different color changes. Like I think it'd be kind of cool if they had like different like character model swaps, like Frieza final form. Swap it out with Mecha Frieza.
Well, I was gonna say like if they do Kid Goku, put his GT outfit in there.
Yeah.
But
Like that could be a character, like a model swap, you know?
so we have future chunks. We don't need GT. So I would say I already listed my Dragon Ball ones I'd want. I'm going to list the GT ones I think would be good ideas too, and then we'll probably end this because we're closing in on an hour and a half. This was supposed to be an hour long.
Yeah.
So
It's just so fun to talk.
yeah. Well, it's easier when you're live streaming too. So I think okay. Let me look up GT characters. GT.
I think another thing I think would be kind of cool is once the movie comes out, if it is talking about like the first Saiyan, like the first Super Saiyan, it'd be just put the what was his name, like Yamushi?
What? I haven't got that far in Super, so if this
There,
is
it's
Super
not
Saiyan-
the people. It's speculations about the movie that's coming out later this year.
There's a movie coming out?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like it's supposed to focus on the origin of the Saiyans, I think.
Does it end? Does it end Super? Like, is it after Super?
Super is ending like in a couple episodes.
Yeah, but like,
Well, I think it's taking. I think it's.
so it's
supposed-
just like an original thing. Like,
Yes.
that just takes place before, like, when the Saiyans first started.
I think that's what people were speculating, is that it's going to take place with. It's going to deal with the origins of the Saiyan.
Okay, I could see it.
Like if that's the case,
I'll have to look into that. I don't know.
that
anything
Saiyan
about
would be a cool character to put in the game too.
that. So,
Super Trunks.
So-
oh, God.
so I did the Dragon Balls from GT. I think the best. I don't know. I'm a little hesitant to say Super Saiyan.
Shenron.
I feel like if you do GT, that's the problem. You have to have Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and then if you have Super Saiyan 4 Goku, you have to have Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, because they're just so, you can't have one without the other anymore.
Yeah.
It feels like they're both main characters at this point. It doesn't feel like Goku's the only main character. So that's the thing. I feel like you have to have that, but excluding them, Baby Vegeta is a great villain character to use, and Omega Shenron. I would leave Super 17 out. I think he sucks. That's
Yeah.
just, even if you
I didn't
like
even know he was part of GT.
Yes, he is. Even if you like Super 17, I'm like, he really didn't do a lot of moves. I think he's the worst villain to put in the game. Actually, I would like Android 13 because I like that movie. That's not GT, but
I know. He's the one who turns into the purple guy.
So I'm just trying to think of like what they should put in. We could go on about fusions, but I won't.
What about General Rildo?
Nah.
No.
Well, Rildo, maybe, but he'd be lower on the, like, he was a decent little villain, but so I'm trying to think. I think the top two, the top prospects are theirs. First, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, then Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, then I would say Omega Shenron, and then Baby Vegeta. Even though I like Baby Vegeta's different forms and stuff. From GT, there's not a lot else. I wouldn't say Majub just because I'd rather have. I think regular Oob is better, like an idea to.
Yeah.
And he is like a fusion technically. I don't know. Is there anything I'm missing from GT?
I don't know. The GT pictures kind of stop pretty fast, don't they? It's like showing
Yeah.
all the
Well, there wasn't a
characters.
lot of like amazing new characters.
Oh my God, who was that in the middle right there? You see that?
Where
It's Super
this?
Saiyan 3. Yeah.
I don't know. It looks like a Raditz Vegeta mullet.
Regita.
Yeah, it's Regita.
Oh, dude. Fuck yeah. How could we have forgotten about
This would actually make a lot of people happy.
Ace?
Is that his
I
name?
think that's his name.
That's his like default name.
Yeah.
The Xenoverse dude.
Mm-hmm.
That would actually make a lot of people happy.
Zarbon.
Yeah, throw in Zarbon Dodoria.
Zardoria.
I wonder if there was anybody from the original Dragon Ball they missed. Or not the original, sorry, Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z?
That were kind of, yeah, they got the androids, all of them. Not in, well, Android 8 was Dragon Ball. They got the villains. Fuck Garlic Jr. Doesn't count. Well, he was filler anyway.
They already have Nappa. They already have Vegeta.
Did they miss anybody?
Mm.
The driving instructor from the driving episode. The old one, the old guy. Throw him in there.
Raditz. Raditz Vegeta.
Yeah. Wait, no, he's in it. Is he not in it?
I don't think so.
Is Raditz not in Dragon Ball Fighter?
We could boot up the game really quick and check. Why the fuck are you looking this up?
Wait, where is he? That's the woman.
The old guy right
there's
there
a
on the
picture.
far right.
Yeah, there's a.
Top right.
Yeah, but I want to see his face. I cannot find him. I don't know. Let's pull up this picture. Yeah, that guy. I want that guy in Dragon Ball Fighters. It's either that or Farmer with Shotgun, dude.
I was gonna say, might as well just get Farmer with Shotgun if nothing else.
Oh,
What
this
the
is kind of
fuck?
neat.
Oh god.
Oh, dude, look at Piccolo's eyebrows. Oh my.
He doesn't have eyebrows. That's all forehead.
Hang on. Yeah, I thought I could have swore Raditz was in it, but now that I think about it, he's not.
Wow. Yeah.
Because there would have been pictures like right away. What? How the fuck did they miss that? Or why? You would think.
You would definitely think.
He was the first instigator of serious, like, besides, I mean, unless you count Human King Piccolo. I mean,
Goku sacrificing himself.
well, it was just a big thing.
Yeah.
Goku having a brother, and I know he didn't last long and he wasn't super strong, but
Damn.
he's pretty memorable. They put Nappa in.
Yeah.
I know Nappa killed a lot of people, but I always felt like Raditz was, design-wise and just what he did to the series, was always more important.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know. I thought he was in it. I could, because in my head I could picture like the he wins thing and then him screaming something in that fucking Justin Cook or whoever does his voice, voice or whatever.
Watch the birdie.
I can't remember who does Raditz's voice.
Yeah, him and his double Sunday.
Double Sunday.
That's all the characters that I can think of, really. I mean, I could probably think of more if you give me like another 4 hours.
No, we're good. Okay. All right, we're gonna end this podcast, dude. That was an hour and a half.
You don't want to talk about anything else then? Is that it?
No, we were gonna do Black Panther review, but I cut that out because of time.
What about Monster Hunter?
We were gonna talk about Monster Hunter, but that's gonna take forever too. Monster Hunter's good. I didn't like the others. I actually like this one.
Yeah, we really like the weapons. We like the monsters. We like the game.
Josh has always liked Monster Hunter. I didn't. Now I do. I like this new one a lot.
Yeah.
It is a super fun game.
That's it.
That's my Monster Hunter review.
My Monster Hunter review is...
Buy it. Fastest selling Capcom game of all time.
Great game.
Better than Street Fighter 2 in sales of all time.
Yeah.
Fast.
It's a
fastness.
Monster
Dead
Hunter World is
Rising.
better than Street Fighter 2 in terms of
Lost
gameplay.
Planet.
They're very similar.
What else did Capcom make?
You do fight things in the games.
Games.
Capcom.
Capcom games.
Well, Mega Man.
It's faster selling than Keiji Inafune himself.
What?
Monster Hunter Worlds has sold more games in a short span of time than Keiji Inafune has sold himself in a short span of time.
So you mean to tell me that he goes to people's doors saying, "You want to buy a game?"
It's a me.
Keiji Inafune.
Would you like to play a game?
We
The
would.
game is a me. Keiji
It's just
Inafune.
like, oh,
Resident
God.
Evil. It's faster selling than Resident Evil, folks. I'm hitting my mic a lot because I'm trying to adjust it. Street Fighter. It is faster selling than Okami. Final Fight, Devil May Cry. Faster selling than Mega Moon. Actually, it was a joke, but now that I'm going through the list of games,
See,
that it's
fucking
actually
look right there, far
fast,
right.
now that it's faster selling, then that actually is pretty impressive. That it's Power Stone, and that's a great. That would actually, speaking of remakes again,
We are
Power
done
Stone. Do
talking
it.
about remakes.
Power Stone. I know.
Remasters.
All right. We should end the podcast.
Then we shall. It has been fun talking to you people.
Bye, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.